locked in. Okay, hey, what's going on? Welcome to 2018 and a new year and my first video of the year, in fact. So I want to start off by saying hope you're all well and my plans for this year. Now, what I want to do in 2018, and I've already started and I'm really excited about it, is I'm basically going to build an arcade machine. As I think the title should suggest. So I'm going to do a series of videos over the coming months. I'm going to start building my own arcade cabinet. It's not going to be a full-size one, and I'll tell you the reasons why. So I'm really going to go back to kind of like my old passion of gaming before all this console gaming and collecting, and before I started on YouTube. I was really big into arcade gaming, like using MAME. But the thing that was missing for me was the actual original feel of having the arcade controls. I never really was, I kind of missed out on the whole arcade experience so much, in the way that I didn't go to arcades a lot. I played on a lot of arcade machines, but like I really played a lot more console. So I've always wanted my own arcade machine. Who hasn't, really, with all the classic games and everything. And back when I started uni, I discovered emulation and MAME, and I was hooked, you know, playing the original arcade games on a computer. Just amazing. So for years and years I've played with MAME, always hoped and dreamed of building my own arcade machine, but that kind of went away, and I started getting into console gaming again. Sega Saturn came through, but I've kind of come around 100 or 360 degrees, or whatever the phrase is now, and I'm gonna, this year I'm gonna focus on the arcade gaming. So I've already started. Basically, I'm going to do a series of videos telling you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and this is just an introduction, basically. So lots and lots to say. You can see an example of what I've created so far behind me running. Basically, I've got a front end arcade kind of front end, and I've configured it with all the images and fonts and everything, and this video playing, I've recorded some videos. I've used Fraps to record video from MAME, from gameplay, just to put into the video. For the rest of them I've got like screenshots, but I think eventually I'm going to get videos playing on all of these just to make it look a little bit better. A lot of them are just screenshots, you can see, but I've recorded a few videos, like there's one for like Pac-Man somewhere, and Mortal Kombat you can see playing, Mortal Kombat 2, and some others. So yeah, I'm just putting it all together. I'll do future videos more in depth of what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, but I just want to introduce the first video, which is, yes, I'm building an arcade cabinet. Now the plan is, it's not going to be a full-size arcade cabinet. I've got no room for it. And what I think is really cool, and for years I've wanted one, and I'm going to finally get one and build one, it's going to be a bar top arcade. So it's going to be a miniature cabinet. It's effectively the top half of an arcade cabinet. It's just like a desktop. You can put it on a bar top. It's called a bar top, but it's going to have full arcade controls and stick. And it's going to be fairly simple to start off with, and maybe in a few years down the line I'll build some more in different variations and stuff. But I want just a simple 2-player setup, you know, just to play all these great beat 'em ups the way, and some other games the way they were intended. Now, I haven't gone and got hundreds of games to play. I've got a real select few dozen games, arcade games, that I really love and I've always wanted to play. And I've actually played on the original arcade, so I haven't gone crazy with them. Just the arcade games I really love. I've got a selection of Konami games, Capcom games, Neo Geo, and some other really retro kind of style games. Another thing I've done on the side is there's a whole pile of games over there. There's Game Boy, PS2, Xbox 360, a big stack of Sega Saturn games, Super Nintendo, NES. It's all being sold to fund the project, essentially. The idea of getting rid of the Sega Saturn games is I'm getting rid of all the fighters, all the Neo Geo SNK fighters, like a few of them have already gone actually. Marvel Superheroes, Samurai Showdown 3, 4, King of Fighters games. They're all going. I'm selling them all because I'm going to get the arcade version. So I want to play them how they originally were intended. And I mean, a lot of those games literally are just sitting away on the loft, and I haven't played them for months and years. So to have all the games in the original arcade format on a little arcade machine, that's the dream, and I'm so excited. I'm going to put it all together. So all those games are going to help fund this project, and it's going to kind of free up a lot of space, get rid of a lot of games I haven't played or don't play, and really excite my passion for this arcade project I'm going to do. So I think the next step, basically, I'm getting all the software together now, is what I'm doing. The software, and I've got a real simple, I'm just going to keep it really simple. Yeah, I'm doing the like video graphics to make it a little bit more interactive and better looking. I don't think I'll do all videos. I'll just do a few of the games with videos running. But let me skip through and you can see a few of the games I've got here. I've got X-Men. This is my Konami list. So I've broken it up into sections. I've got a Konami list. I've got one for... I've just called this one MAME Arcade, which is just a bunch of random arcade games. I've got one for Capcom. So I've got all the Capcom games I want to play. Punisher. Oh my god, I fucking love these. These Capcom and commonly beat 'em ups, they're the ones I really want to play, like proper arcade. That's why I'm doing this, really. I really want to play those with an arcade setup. Capcom, and I've got Neo Geo, all the Neo Geo games I want to play. Again, not all the Neo Geo games, just a select few of ones that I'm really excited about. So, yeah, I'm getting all the software together. The next step is getting, I'm going to get a build your own arcade set. So it's going to be, I'm going to get a bunch of arcade buttons, the mini pack. Then I'm going to get the actual arcade. I'm going to build the arcade cabinet, like a flat pack arcade bar top. And then after that, I'll get the monitor. So I'll get those in those stages. But I'm doing all the software at the moment. I've got it all running and working. It took me a while to get the right versions of MAME and the command line and all the code, but I'm still coding and getting it all set up in my little setup and the way I want it to look and feel and sound. And it's just going to be the simple front end. I'm using this front end that's called Attract Mode, and it's got all kinds of different menus and ways you can like edit the the graphics and images. But I've gone for something called an orbit layout, which you've got the picture in the middle and these things spin around. These are called wheel icons, so you can download these, and it's all, yeah, if you're into that kind of thing you'll know what I mean. But I'm just going for a real simple layout, a setup. But I'm just getting all the software together now. The next thing I'm going to get is a set of arcade buttons, and then I'm going to I'll probably make a separate little arcade stick port on its own, just to test, because I've got to get all the wire. I've never done all the wiring and stuff before, so I'm kind of excited to do, and a bit nervous about doing that. So I'll probably just get that kit next, and yeah, take it from there. But yeah, so much to say, but I'm running over time. I'm just waffling now, but yeah, this is it. 2018 is going to be arcade goodness. I'll do gameplays of some of my favourite arcade games that I've found, tell you what I think about them, tell you more about the stuff I'm getting rid of. So yeah, it's all happening. That's my 2018 plan. So I'll end this video here. I'll keep it at 10 minutes. Don't want to oversaturate the channel too much, because there's going to be a lot of these videos to come, but stick with me. if you're excited, if you like arcade gaming, if you want to help me out and give me some advice about which are the best arcade buttons and control sticks to get, like, you know, I think there's all sorts of different models and brands. So, you know, give me your advice on which ones to get. I don't want anything too flashy. I don't want light up buttons. I'm just going to get a standard set of buttons, I think. But it's going to be great. So all good fun, arcade goodness coming. The year of the arcade 2018. Stay tuned. Thanks, guys.